Hello and welcome to the Multi-Ethnic Homeschool Moms Conference hosted by Michelle Huddleston. My name is Karla Marie Williams and I am an author, an international speaker, and a global child advocate among many other things. And I have the honor and privilege of speaking with you today about interest-led learning for the entire family. Let me tell you, I am so excited to share with you how you can make interest-led learning or dream fulfillment a family affair for you and your family. So let's get started. I will begin by describing kind of our homeschool journey so you get an idea of where we're coming from. We have been homeschooling since 2009, so that's 11 years. For the last 7 years, we have been diving headfirst into unschooling, or what some call interest-led learning. And it was an absolute game changer for us. We were able to see the light bulbs go off and see the gifts and the talents on front stage of our children. And so we're really excited to share with you how together as a family, we've been able to all pursue the things that we are interested in. It all started with the kids. To be honest with you, we didn't go into this as something that mom and dad were going to be able to pursue. We went into this because we wanted a different kind of learning experience for our children. And we have seen them blossom as a result of focusing on their interests and passions. And I'm telling you, it has been amazing. But what we did not think would happen was that we would also be inspired, and some of those old dreams and goals and things that we've had for ourselves that we kind of buried and said, oh, we'll do them after the kids leave the house. Those things start to simmer underneath the surface as we saw our kids pursue the dreams that they had. So let me give you an example. I spent about 20 years, about 2 decades, being a writer and a ghost writer and an editor. And it wasn't my main job. It was just something I kind of did on the side, but it never really made a big deal about it. Even though I knew that writing was a thing for me, it wasn't something I planned on doing as a career or as, just professionally. Fast forward many years, my daughter at the age of 13 wanted to become an author herself. And we decided between the age of 13 and 16, we would allow the self-publishing, the writing, editing, public speaking, and marketing experience to be a holistic learning environment for her, where she was able to learn so many things simply by pursuing that passion of becoming an author. So she literally authored 4 books in those 3 years. And I was able to use some of the gifts and talents that I had from years gone by to help her do that. And what did that do for me? That began to really kind of bring up some of the desires and things that I felt that I had on the inside of me. And as a result of that, I began writing as well. And so, thus today, being an author myself. But it just kind of shows how interest-led learning kind of permeates the environment where you think you're doing it for your kids, and before you know it, you're pursuing your passions and your dreams as well. My husband is also a business owner, and we have found that there are certain things that our kids are able to observe and to mimic and to be a part of when it comes to the dreams that we're pursuing. And I guarantee you, they'll begin to pursue the things that they love. I truly believe that as you inspire your kids to pursue their dreams, or your children will be inspired when they see that you're inspired. When they see that you're working toward things that you love, those kinds of things are going to be ignited on the inside of them. Maybe not for the same passion, but they'll definitely catch on. It becomes an environment, okay? So I want to talk about some of the ways in which we did this that caused the entire household to be on one accord, going in 8 different directions. Everybody has different dreams, different goals, different things they want to accomplish, but we're there to support one another, and it's an environment of dream fulfillment. For example, it's important to get your kids involved in what it is that you're doing. Just like your hands are involved in the things that you want to pursue, or, or the things that your children want to pursue, you can get your children involved in the things that you want to pursue. So these are some of the things that your children are learning when they're involved in what you pursue. Let your kids witness the mistakes. When you're building a business, when you're taking a course, when you're doing something toward goals, working toward things that you want to do, it's okay for kids to see mistakes. That way they understand that mistakes are not the end of the road, that you get back up, you dust yourself off, and you keep right on going. When you display those kinds of things and you show them how to move on from a mistake, they learn from it. And that's interest-led learning. That's learning through life. Let your children see you learn. Let them see you grow. Let them see you seek out information and try to master a skill. They will pick up on all of those little nuances and all of those little skills that you are displaying before them. When they see that learning never ends, that it doesn't stop at high school or college or even graduate school, that learning never stops, they will begin to recognize that learning won't stop for them and that there's nothing that they cannot learn or master. Let your kids see excellence. When you're going to pursue something, when you are creating a product, or when you are offering a service, or whatever it is that you are doing, let your kids see the excellence in what you're doing. Let them see the value and the ethics and the inspiration that you have to do things well and to go to another level continually. When they see that, they'll do it themselves. And like I said before, that's learning through life. No textbook required. Let your kids see you practice business principles. Allow them to be in your office with you or go on an appointment with you. Or if you have an actual storefront, let them work in the business with you. Whatever they can do at whatever age they are, let them be a part of your dreams, just as you are a part of helping them build theirs. Let them see integrity. Let them see you operate in character that builds a business with integrity. Let them see you dream. Sometimes we don't want to dream because we're afraid that we won't have the finances, or we won't have the time, or we won't have the support to be able to go after that dream. Let your kids see you dream. That's going to show them that they too can dream. And these are ways that you build an environment in your home that is consistently going after the things that they desire. Let your kids see you fight. Let them see you fight for things, for justice. Let them see you fight for something that you really, really, really want. Sometimes things can be difficult to attain. Sometimes you might have challenges getting them. It's okay for our kids to see that. They are learning from that experience. Let them see you invest time, talent, and resources. I can't say this enough. When children begin to see you invest time, talent, and resources into your dream and into your goals, they begin to see how things work. And you will notice that they are willing to do the same when it comes to the dreams that they have for themselves and for others. Let them see you juggle fire. I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes as homeschool moms, don't you feel like you're juggling fire? You have the kids, and then maybe you have a blog, and maybe you have a business, and maybe you have church, or maybe you have, volunteer obligations, or maybe you work outside the home, maybe you work at night, maybe you work at home. Whatever it is, I guarantee anybody that's watching this has a variety of things that they are juggling, trying to keep in the air. Allow your children to see that. Allow them to be a part of that. Allow them to be a part of solving some of those logistical problems for you so that you can be a better you and accomplish the things you want to accomplish. Allow them to see you sweat. Hard work. Anything your children want to accomplish, they're going to have to work hard at it. And who better to show them how to do that than you as you pursue the dreams that you're going for? Let them see you have fun. A lot of times we get so serious as moms because we have a checklist and we want to make sure that we check everything off of it. So we get serious and we don't have time for fun. You have to make time for fun. Your children begin to watch that and see that. You want them to grow up knowing that it's okay to have fun when you're pursuing your dreams. It's okay not to be so serious and so focused all the time that you can't relax and enjoy life. Let them see that while you're pursuing your dreams. One of the things that is really important when it comes to dream fulfillment is that those seasons can change. And when those seasons change, our children observe our reaction and our response to things. They observe our reaction and our response to learning, to growth, to hard things. And when we display integrity and character and faith and tenacity during those hard times, our kids pick up on that, on those skills. They're watching us every minute. They're watching us. I remember doing a poll on Facebook, and it was when I was writing one of my books, and I recognized, I just wanted to find out something that I had assumed, but I wanted to find out of all of my followers, both on Instagram and Facebook, how many people learned through what their parents said, the conversations they had, and what their parents did. And overwhelmingly, 83% of the people that I polled, and it was probably over 150 people, said that they learned more through watching their parents and what they saw their parents do than the conversations or what they heard their parents say. That was mind-blowing to me, because what it said to me was, I need to shut up and start doing. I need to show my kids how to pursue their dreams. I need to show my kids how to fight for what it is that they want, how to push past barriers, how to see me work hard, how to see me pursue the things that I say I want in life, because they're going to learn more from watching me do it than me telling them how to do it. And so I found that to be very interesting, and you may feel the same way. And so I hope that you recognize that you can go for the things that you're interested in. You can do this. It takes creativity. If you're at home with your children, sometimes I find I don't have a lot of time. And you may be saying the same thing. I don't have a lot of time to add anything else to my plate. And I felt the same way. But I recognized that I did have the time. I had to rearrange it, I had to repurpose it, and I had to reprioritize my time. So many times we say we don't have the time to pursue the things that we're interested in, but those same hours we're spending doing things either inefficiently or unnecessary. And so when you begin to look at your days and look at your hours in a different way, you will see that there are pockets of time, and it may not be a wide range of time all at once, but there are pockets of time during the day where you can work on the things that you're dreaming of, whether it's going back to school, whether it's starting a business, whether it is working for someone remotely, whether it's working outside the home, all the things that you're looking to do. Given that it is the right season, you can make it happen. There are people all over the place that are doing it. So I encourage you to really look at your time, look at your days, and decide, how bad do I want this? And recognize that both for yourself, your spouse, if you're married, and for your children, that developing in an environment where everyone is pursuing and going for something keeps people inspired. It keeps the household inspired. It keeps everyone on a road of fulfillment and inspiration. And so I encourage you, all of you that feel you don't have the time to go for what you want. You just don't have the energy to go for what you want. Change what you need to change to do it. Not only will you benefit and you reach the goals and the dreams that you have for yourself, your children will benefit immensely. I guarantee you, they're going to learn so much from watching you, more than they'll ever learn in a textbook, more than they'll ever learn in a class. They're going to learn from watching you push and go for the things that you dream about. So I encourage you to do that. I'll give you an example of some of the things that I get my kids involved in. I travel a lot internationally. I am a global child advocate, and so I do training for foster families all over the world, throughout Africa, Asia, Latin America, and of course the United States. And I get my kids involved in those things. How do I do that? I share with them my materials and ask them questions and what they think. I get them involved in conversations that help me, think about different concepts and things of that nature. I get them involved in marketing. I get them involved in sometimes editing my materials and reading and giving me feedback on my books. I get them involved in taking them to trade shows or to conferences. And a lot of times they'll work my book table, or they will speak with other people in the conference, learning, public speaking and communicating, that kind of thing. Learning how to communicate about my products and things with people that are inquiring. So I try to get them in the mix of what I'm doing. So if you have a storefront, having your kids work with you. If you have a job outside the home, teaching them what it is that you do. What does mom do when she leaves the house every day? What does dad do when he leaves the house every day? Sharing those details of what you do and how you operate, and the things that you are up against and the things that you are trying to accomplish. Your children have invaluable experiences and learning opportunities when you do that. And so I encourage you to get your kids involved. Get them involved. Never, your pursuits don't have to be lone pursuits. They don't have to be my family or my business, or my family or school. But if you can mold those things together and allow your family to be a part of those pursuits as a mom, as a dad, everyone wins, everyone learns, everyone becomes a part of the dream fulfillment. And as there are 3 things that are going to be important for you and your family to do in order to get this type of thing started in your household. Number 1, encouraging one another. That is the most important thing. As you encourage your children to be their greatest and to master the things that they're interested in, you're going to see that they do the same thing. They're going to say, "Go, Mom, you can finish school. Go, Mom, you can start that business. How can I help?" So you encourage one another, you encourage your spouse, you encourage your children, and in turn, they do the same. It becomes an atmosphere of an encouragement, and everybody wins when you're able to have an atmosphere where everyone is going for something big. Number 2, brainstorm together. Some amazing ideas have come out of me brainstorming with my children. Writing ideas, traveling ideas, just all kinds of things that I have been able to glean from my children. And so have a family meeting, sit down, say, "This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. What do you think about that? What could I do about this? What about this?" Those kind of conversations, and everybody have a chance to share with everyone else when it comes to the things that they're trying to pursue. And then C, volunteer. Volunteer to be a part and help your spouse in their dream fulfillment. Volunteer to help your children in their dream fulfillment. They will do the same. It becomes a holistic family adventure toward dream fulfillment for everybody. And I am telling you, it is much easier when you don't have to choose between your family and school, or your family and a business, or your family and any other venture that you are trying to pursue. But instead, it becomes everybody's dream. Everybody is involved in helping you and you involved in helping them pursue the things that they're interested in and that they dream of accomplishing. I hope that was helpful for you today. I hope that you are inspired to go for the things that you are interested in, the things that have been simmering beneath the surface. And I hope that you as a family are able to encourage one another to be your best self and to do exactly what you dream of doing. I want to give you an opportunity to connect with me. You can reach me at my website at www.Karla with a K, KarlaMarieWilliams.com. You can also reach me on social media at Karla and the Sensational Six, and that is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram that you can reach me. You can join groups through those pages. You can see our interest-led learning journey and how we have an entire household of dream fulfillment, how we work with one another to do that. You can also access all of my books and other products and services that I offer, but I want to make sure that you can connect with me in those places. I would love to connect with you and talk with you further about these topics and other topics. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that this was a blessing to you. Bye-bye.